Now, Robin, you came to see me originally about headaches, is that right?
That's correct.
So can you tell me a little bit about how bad the headaches were?
Well, the headaches were so bad that they were just really so debilitating. I wasn't able to function. I have to deal with a lot of patients in my work, and it means I've got to do a lot of travelling and trying to focus on the road and everything. I just couldn't do it. So wasting so much time in bed with everything dark and no noise, you just can't keep living that way. So I'm so grateful now that things have just turned around in a matter of weeks, and
How,
things are so
how
much better.
long had you been suffering for these headaches?
These headaches have been going on for years. To be honest, years. I can't really remember many times without a headache. At least every couple of weeks. That was so severe.
And when you had a really, really bad headache, what happened to you? What were you capable of doing?
I really wasn't capable of doing much when they were at their severest. I would have to take to the bed. No noise. It was like migraines. That's basically how it was. Lots of spots in front of my eyes, feeling nauseous, and just couldn't really get my head off the pillow.
Okay. Now, you came and we did an assessment of your neck.
Yes.
And we did an assessment of your breathing.
Yes.
And what did we find about your neck? What was happening with your neck?
My neck was, I think it was the C1, C2, that was completely out of alignment. And once that was corrected, things have just turned around. It only really took the one session for that to sort itself out. So for that, I'm really grateful.
Okay. And have you noticed any other improvements besides the headaches?
Yes, having had a lifelong issue with bowel problem, that's all starting to work really well now. I'm really happy about that. That's always been a debilitating problem in my life, but that seems to be sorting itself out as well now, so that's great. And also breathing. You've been able to teach me what I've been doing is not the best for myself, so I think you even said that I was breathing for two people, and I still catch myself occasionally doing it, but with the tools that you've taught me, I can now focus on that breathing and do it properly and use my diaphragm wisely.
Now, were you taking any medications for these headaches?
Yes, unfortunately they were so bad I would be on endone, and that's not something that I would wish on anybody. And really strong medications, tramadol, endone, mesondol, those sorts of tablets, yeah.
And in the last 6 weeks, how much medication have you had to take?
I haven't taken, I think I've taken one endone, but that was more for a lower back issue.
Okay. So no other medication?
No.
Right. Now, I did get you to check that you were drinking enough water and taking enough minerals and other vitamin supplements and things. How do you think that advice has gone?
That advice has been really good, and having you here to be accountable to, I know that I really do need to keep that water intake up. That hasn't been something that I've been really good with over my lifetime, but now I make sure that I've got my mineral water always close at hand, and I carry it in the car with me as well, and that I think has also made a huge difference.
Okay. And you mentioned about your second vertebrae. Atlantotech addresses alignment of the atlas. What did I do to help you with your second vertebrae? Did I provide you with something to wear in your mouth when you were asleep?
Yes, you did. We had impressions made, and you made me a device, and I am a CPAP user as well, so therefore I am able to use the device at the same time as using CPAP, which is terrific. I have found that the jaw alignment is so much better now than what it was, and that was obviously causing me issues So that's been a success. I don't have any problems with that at all, and I've got a very small mouth, so that has worked wonderfully.
And you were worried that it was going to make you gag and
Yeah,
choke
I
you.
did. Small mouth, gag reflex. I really thought that was going to be an issue. I have had an oral appliance in the past, and that was the problem, and I just couldn't cope with it. But this one is just really, it's very small, and it just fits perfectly, and I find it actually really comfortable. I don't want to go to bed without it. If I've actually got into bed without it, I've had to get back out and get it because it's just more comfortable now for me with it in.
And so that's aligning your jaw and keeping your airway open
Yes.
and taking the pressure off your neck, isn't it?
Yes, that's
Because you're
exactly
not
right.
clenching. all
I'm
the
not
way.
clenching, exactly.
Yeah, okay. All right. And what do you think was the main thing that turned your situation around?
I think it really was a combination for me because I seem to have so many issues, and everything has been more holistic for me, not just. I mean, I was here for the headaches and back problems and so forth, but in coming here, I've also discovered that other areas where needed improving, such as breathing and also my water intake, mineral intake, and so forth. So for me, I guess the headaches has been a huge thing, not to be having them, and also the bowel problem, which has plagued me all my life. But overall, I'm just really thankful that I'm now more in tune with my body and more aware of things with regards to whether I'm breathing correctly, whether my posture is correct. So now that I've got those tools, I'm always aware. So I think personally for me, it's more a holistic, whole body approach that has improved in the last 4 to 6 weeks, definitely.
That's good. Thank you very much, Robin.
My pleasure.
Lovely.